Good evening, everyone. I would like to welcome you to the October 14th, 2025 Board of Education meeting. We are calling the meeting to order at 7:01 PM, and if everyone could please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. A reading of meeting notice. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provision of the Act, the Verona Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published in the Star Ledger, posted with the Township of Verona and the Verona Education Association. Posting of this meeting setting forth the time, location, and agenda were posted at the Verona Board of Education office and on the Verona Public Schools District website. Copies of tonight's agenda and resolutions have been made available to the public via the Board of Education website. Mr. Robinson, if you could please call attendance.
Mr. Walker.
I'm here.
Mrs. Ferrara.
Here.
Mrs. Prisco.
Here,
Mr. Boone.
Here.
thank you. Moving on to our routine matters, I need a motion, please, to approve our minutes from our meeting of September 30th, 2025. Motion by Mr. Boone, seconded by
I'll second.
Mrs. Ferrara. Are there any discussions? Mr. Robinson, if you could please call roll.
Mr. Walker.
Yes.
Mrs. Ferrara.
Yes.
Mrs. Prisco.
Yes,
Mr. Boone.
Yes.
thank you. Moving on to our superintendent report by Ms. Diane DiGiuseppe.
Good evening. First start with a staffing update. We have a finalist for the sixth grade science position at HBW. I will be meeting with that finalist later in the week to finalize and hopefully make a deal. Business administrator search. Still searching, but we will find the right person. The Mallory's Army Assemblies and Evening Community Event has been finalized with a new date for October 23rd for the community event. I sent out information via Aptigee this evening. And it's also posted to our website. Good news. So so let me start out by saying the U.S. Presidential Scholars Program was established in 1964 when President Lyndon B. Johnson, issued an executive order to recognize and honor some of the nation's most distinguished graduating high school students. Students have had the opportunity to become presidential scholars based on 3 paths of accomplishment. So that's the general path, and then which was established in 1964. In 1979, the program was extended to identify students who demonstrate exceptional talent in the visual, creative, and performing arts. And then in 2015, President Obama extended that to recognize students who demonstrate ability and accomplishment in career and technical education fields. Each year, up to 161 students are named as presidential scholars, one of the nation's highest honors for high school students. Application is by invitation only. Therefore, students cannot apply individually to the program, nor can their schools nominate them. For the general component or the original component of the program, all graduating high school seniors who are citizens of the United States and have scored exceptionally well on the SAT and ACT college admission tests during the window of August 2021 through October 2024 are automatically considered for participation. The Department of Education then looks at these test scores for each state and jurisdiction. For each examinee, the evidence-based reading and writing and math SAT score is compared to the ACT English reading and math scores. Each student's highest test score in a single test administration is identified, duplicates and/or lower scores are dropped. The scores of the top 20 male and top 20 female examinees are used to identify candidates in each state. In addition, each chief state school officer may nominate 10 male and 10 female candidates based on their outstanding scholarship. To be considered further, candidates must submit their candidacy materials, which include essays, self-assessments, secondary school reports, and transcripts. Candidates are evaluated on their academic achievement, personal characteristics, leaderships, and service activities, and analysis of their essay. In late March, approximately 500 semifinalists are chosen from 4,000. I'm getting there. And they're chosen by independent National Committee of Educators convened by the Commission of Presidential Scholars. 6 to 20 semifinalists are identified for each state or jurisdiction by the review committee. In April, the Commission on Presidential Scholars makes its final selection of 121 students. One young man and one young woman are chosen from each state: the District of Columbia, the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, and from families of U.S. citizens living abroad. New Jersey had 2 students who have been named U.S. Presidential Scholars: Isabella Lambert, Verona High School, class of 2025, and a student from Pingree. In addition, New Jersey also had a student named as a U.S. Presidential Scholar in the Arts. This is an amazing accomplishment. And I'm sorry if you had that on your report, right? So really just congratulations to Belle. It's an amazing accomplishment, and she will be invited, I believe, to the White House to get her medal this June coming up. Yeah. So along those areas of good news, throughout the year, the NJSIAA honors student athletes, schools, coaches, and officials for their achievement, sportsmanship, and dedication to athletics. A sportsmanship award is given to those schools that have exhibited the best sportsmanship throughout the past school year within their league or conference. I am very proud to announce that Verona High School has earned the NJSIAA Sportsmanship Award for the 3rd time since 2021. This honor, so it's 2021, 2023, I'm sorry, this is the 4th time, 2024. No, this is the 3rd time because that was for 2024. This honor reflects the outstanding character, integrity, and respect demonstrated by our student athletes, our coaches, and our athletic director, Laura Pomarese, both on and off the field. Their continued commitment to teamwork, fair play, and representing Verona with pride is a true reflection of our community's values. Congratulations to all of them for this remarkable achievement. And along those lines, tonight is Cheer for a Cure, where VHS cheerleaders and Eagles cheerleaders are cheering to raise money to benefit Minette's Angels. Minette's Angels, founded in memory of Minette Grosso McKenna in 2004, the year after she passed away from breast cancer. Minette's Angels assists those in breast cancer treatment, supports and promotes breast cancer health awareness. We are proud of our cheer squad who do this each year to support this very worthy cause. And my last item tonight is just an update on the district and school goals. Since the New Jersey Department of Education has not guaranteed that the 2025 NJSLA results can be validly compared with forthcoming 2026 NJSLA adaptive assessment results, it is not possible to establish relative year-to-year state assessment growth data at this time. The change in test vendor and the adaptive format introduces significant changes in test design, scaling, and item difficulty, which may limit longitudinal comparability and trend analysis across the year. Although they have not said that, they have been silent in my continued badgering of them to give me an answer. To ensure continuity in monitoring student progress, though, and measuring instructional impact, the district will use the MAP growth assessments administered in the fall, winter, and spring of the 2025-26 school year. MAP growth provides consistent norm reference data that allows for valid measurements of each individual and cohort growth over time, regardless of changes in state testing formats. Using MAP growth data will enable our schools to establish baseline performance levels for each student and grade level, monitor student growth and instructional effectiveness across the academic year using comparable metrics, inform instructional planning, intervention, and enrichment based on real-time actionable results, maintain a continuous and valid measure of student progress while the state transitions to this new adaptive testing program. This approach ensures that the district will continue to make data-driven decisions grounded in reliable evidence of student learning and growth. So given that Dr. Miller, Mrs. Peter, and Mrs. Kohler and I met with the high school FN Brown and Lanning Administration today to finalize their student achievement goals for the year. We're meeting tomorrow with the HBW administrators and then Brookdale and Forest on Thursday. We will have district goals to approve on the next board agenda. Thank you.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions or comments? Thank you. Moving on to our student report by Mr. Ryan Gu.
I just want to say, can I just say one quick thing? I'm so impressed by that report with both our athletes and of course, Belle. And I just think that, when we look at our community and we think about our teachers and our kids and, there are so many people when a student starts here in kindergarten or whenever they come in, right, in any grade, there are so many people in the community that touch our lives, right? And I just think that it's so nice when we get to celebrate successes like this from our students in Verona, because it's not just them, I think it's a community as a whole, and it just makes me so happy. So I just wanted to make a point about that.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. To start, last Friday was VHS's first pep rally of the year. Students took time to have some fun and recognize the achievements of our fall extracurricular activities: volleyball, soccer, field hockey, tennis, cross country, football, cheer, marching band, and the fall drama. Continuing their winning streak, the boys soccer team scored an upset win in a contentious match against Cedar Grove yesterday. A few weeks prior, the boys soccer team was named the division champions of the SEC Colonial Division, an incredibly impressive achievement that had not occurred in almost 15 years. Additionally, the girls soccer team has had recently a string of victories, winning 6 out of 7 of the games played. Following the theme of record-breaking performances, the field hockey team made history yesterday in their game against Cranford High School, scoring a total of 9 goals, the most ever in a game for VHS field hockey. Volleyball continues its phenomenal season with a win against Pagoda yesterday and one over West Essex on senior night. So congratulations to our 8 volleyball seniors. And the volleyball team today is facing MKA in an away game. Today, the cross country team is competing at the SEC Championship at Cedar Grove Park. There's a football game this Friday night against Glen Ridge at Soweto Field. And Friday is not only the senior night for our football team, but also the cheerleaders and the marching band. And last Saturday, the VHS marching band took to competition at Mawa High School, once more taking a staggering first place. And the marching maroon and whites will continue to compete this Saturday at New Brunswick High School. And I'd just like to extend my congratulations, of course, to former VHS student, Bill Lambert, who graduated the last school year, for being recognized by the Department of Education as a U.S. presidential scholar, which is definitely an astonishing feat. Yeah. And expanding on last meeting's report, I personally been planning and working towards encouraging greater student interests in VHS, especially in like student government, and potentially leading committees of the student council to foster a greater discussion about policy and representative participation in decision making. And that is all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. Anyone have any questions or comments? Moving on to our committee, God bless you, our committee reports. Start off with athletics. I'll take that one. Thank you. It was a short meeting and a lot of things were already touched upon. Family night was, I believe, a success. Didn't hear any issues with that. Let's see, Cheer for a Cure at Foley Field. Our cheerleaders went to Bloomfield last week on October 7th, and I believe they took first place in one of the categories. So congratulations to them. And I wish them all the best tonight outside for our Cheer for a Cure. We had National Walk to School Day. I believe the schools our seniors came out to walk at their home elementary schools. We talked about the Sportsmanship Award. We have upcoming field trips in November, academic competition through Matt Rosa at Columbia University. And then some of our cheerleaders will be heading to Disney World in November, All-American cheerleaders. I believe a few girls were selected to march in the Disney parade for that.
And I think they need a volunteer coach, so.
There you go. We could go, Diane. And then back in January, they will be going back into Walt Disney World for their cheer competition, January 29th to February 2nd. We are in search of a JV softball coach and a girls wrestling coach. And I believe the spectator code of conduct 9163, we're adding that to our sports policy. And I believe that is my report. Does anyone have any questions? Oh, sure. Thank you. Moving on to facilities. Mr. Boone, would you like to?
The headline on facilities is gonna be boilers and HVAC.
Fun.
We've discovered that there's a couple of boilers that need their control panels need to be replaced. I know that the facilities team has received a couple of quotes for one of the boilers at Lanning Avenue. Also, in the HVAC realm, they are looking to replace the old rooftop condenser for one of the gym units in the main part of the gym. There was just a previous unit that has burnt out. Also, I believe, since the posting of this, they do have a new HVAC person on staff, or at least on agenda A9. So that is the big highlights. And then the last thing is the playground litigation. The other party is continuing testing. Those results have currently favored the district. The opposing party is trying to get a second opinion, and that's where we are on that process. That's it for facilities.
Perfect. Thank you. I don't think you missed anything either. Thank you. Moving on to our agenda, I would ask if anyone from the public would like to come up to the podium speak on any agenda action items. Please feel free to come to the podium and state your name, and you will have 3 minutes. This is on any items that we are voting on this evening. Seeing none, moving on to discussion, new business or old business. Does anyone have? I do, I want to.
Did wait for Mr. Walker on that.
Yeah, if he comes back, and I'll go with what I wanted to say. So, I just wanted to touch upon something. After living in this district for over 45 years, last week I witnessed something that was so unbelievably sad, but also so unbelievably beautiful for one of our students that recently lost her battle with cancer, Daria Gebbia. I want to thank Mrs. DiGiuseppe, Mr. Cogdill, Mr. Merkler, all the staff, our choir. I came here to see the procession come through the high school, but then I saw the video that was posted, and they drove by her middle school, and there was people lined up on Bloomfield Avenue, FM Brown, her elementary school. It was just a beautiful tribute to a beautiful young lady who will dearly be missed by all. And this is what she wanted. She wanted to show the community how much she loved her, loved this community. But everybody loved her just as much. And if we can take one thing from her, is just to be kind and be positive, because that's what she would want, and to live our days through her. So I'm really touched by what our community did for her, because it was just beautiful. The pictures, the butterflies, the paintings, the students. But seeing our students so emotional is something that I hope we never have to see again, because it truly was heartbreaking to witness. But I hope she rests in peace, and I wish her family all the best as they go on these difficult days. So that's all I need to say.
Well said, Mrs. Briscoe.
Thank you. Anyone else have any discussion items?
That, going there and then looking at all the photos, you saw a little girl grow up, right? And you saw all the other kids you saw in the pictures, you saw them there, kind of picking each other up. And my son included, but like there was a lot of kids that were very emotional, but there was also a lot of kids that were looking to support each other. And it was for an event that was, it's a tragedy, right? There's no two ways around it. But I was happy to see the community rally around, you know, everything involved in this. And but you're right, you said it, Mike said, you said it best. That's true.
Moving on, do we have any correspondence? Thank you. Moving on to our rest of our agenda for action items. I need a motion, please, for personnel, a motion to approve resolutions A1 through A9. Motion by Mr. Waka, seconded by Mr. Boone. Are there any discussions? Mr. Robinson, if you could please call roll.
Mr. Walker. Mrs. Ferrara.
Yes.
Mrs. Prisco.
Yes.
Mr. Boone.
Yes.
Thank you. Moving on to our education. I need a resolution to approve resolutions B1 through B5. Motion by Mrs. Ferrara, seconded by Mr. Boone. Are there any discussions? Seeing none, Mr. Robinson, if you could please call roll.
Mr. Walker. Mrs. Ferrara.
Yes.
Mrs. Prisco.
Yes,
Mr. Boone.
Yes.
thank you. Moving on to athletics and co-curricular, I need a motion, please, to approve resolution C1 through C2. Motion by Mr. Boone, seconded by Mr. Waka. Any discussions? Seeing none, Mr. Robinson, if you could call roll.
Mr. Walker. Mrs. Ferrara.
Yes.
Mrs. Prisco.
Yes,
Mr. Boone.
Yes.
thank you. There are none for facilities. Moving on to finance. Motion to approve resolutions E1 through E2. Motion by Mr. Boone, seconded by
Second.
Mrs. Ferrara. Are there any discussions on finance?
I just have a question on E2.
Thanks.
What, I don't know if this even matters, but what's the time span for this assessment and when do we expect feedback?
So, Mrs. Thomas, the Verona Shade Tree Commission is working with me on this, Trees per School grant. So what these foresters, are gonna do is they're gonna scout our 6, campuses and then, update our planting plan that was included in our grant. You do a preliminary planting plan, but then you really engage, because I'm not an expert in tree planting and neither. I know, I'm actually an environmental scientist, but it's been a long time. And Mrs. Thomas, also a science teacher, former science teacher, and Shade Tree Commission, would, and the grant itself really recommends that we get either landscape architect or forester, someone who really knows trees, because you want the long-term survival of these trees. And so we will update our planting plan. So as soon as this gets approved, they'll probably be here this week or next week. And we will get so the updated grant is due November 14th. So soon.
That's a tight turnaround.
Yeah, it's tight.
The one I remember Mr. Walker a couple sessions ago asked about on the planning is there going to be top of mind, planning in such an area where we don't have the root problems popping up on the sidewalks. and
Yeah,
such,
that
where-
the forester will take care of that.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson, if you could please call roll.
Mr. Walker. Yeah. Mrs. Ferrara.
Yes.
Mrs. Prisco.
Yes,
Mr. Boone.
Yes.
thank you very much. Moving on to governance and policy, I need a motion to approve F1 through F2. Motion by Mr. Waka, seconded by
I'll second.
Ms. Ferrara. Any discussions? Seeing none, Mr. Robinson, if you could please call roll.
Mr. Walker. Mrs. Ferrara.
Yes.
Mrs. Prisco.
Yes,
Mr. Boone.
Yes.
thank you so much. Moving on to public comments. Actually, before I go back, I just wanted to say I left out the Verona Police Department for all they did,
Yeah, that was beautiful.
what they did. I mean, all the police departments, but coming from Belleville, but I had Verona Police written down, so I'm very sorry, but what the chief and his officers did was incredible. So on to public comments. If there's anyone from the public that would like to speak, please just state your name and you have 3 minutes. Thank you. None? None? Okay. We do not need confidential session. I need a motion to. What? Oh. Sure.
Take it away.
No, you do it, please,
So,
Mr. Walker.
you're at school boards, Diane and I are gonna give a presentation, the ABCs of.
Literacy.
workmanship Literacy.
Yes.
That we just diagram, great hour-long presentation.
You have a good slot too.
Time is this?
Yeah,
That's a good slide.
Tuesday, 1 PM. Okay,
309.
I will be there.
You get us tickets?
Yeah, for you, Mike, you get it.
Put a VIP poll.
Thank you. Okay, so our next public meeting is scheduled for October 28th, 2025, here in the confidential at 6 PM, public session at 7 PM in the Verona High School Learning Commons. I need a motion to adjourn our meeting. Motion by Mr. Waka, seconded by Mrs. Ferrara. All in favor? Aye. It is now 7:27 and we are adjourning our meeting.